Mr. Christopher Gabrielli.
Thank you and good afternoon. It is a great pleasure to get the chance to MC and later to participate in speaking at this celebration of Springfield's return to self-governance. I think that credit will be taken by many of us for many wonderful things. I think the fact that the sun chose to come out on June 30th is perhaps further evidence of the happier days returning to Springfield. You know that I had the chance to spend quite a bit of time with the governor in 2006 around many parts of the state, including many times here together, and I think we were often asked the same question, which was, if we were ever actually voted for you, would you ever actually come back here again? Would you care about us? And I think those of us who had the chance to spend lots of time in Springfield subsequently understand the feelings of being in a part of a state, like the part of the state I grew up in, Buffalo, New York, a western part of a state where the city that wonders whether the eastern part of the state cares about you. I think it has been abundantly clear in Governor Patrick and Lieutenant Governor Murray, himself a mayor of a city in the center of our state, how much they care about Springfield, Massachusetts, and every other city in town, not just eastern Massachusetts, how committed they are in every way they can to the success of every community, in fact, most so to those most in need of government as a strong partner. So it is my privilege and honor to introduce the Governor of the Commonwealth, fresh from tremendous success, I think, at this last legislative cycle, Governor Deval Patrick.
This is a proud city, proud people, a proud history, aspirations unique to Springfield and in some ways common to people all over the Commonwealth. An opportunity to look forward and look up, to make a better way for ourselves and our families. And those aspirations are every bit as important to the people of Springfield as they are to people in other parts of the Commonwealth. And what city government must do is to create the conditions to give those aspirations a chance. The right kinds of schools, the right kind of public safety, the right kind of public facilities, the right kind of support and help, a seriousness and discipline about fiscal management that gives everyone a chance to make the most of his or her potential. The Control Board has been a vital partner in helping to restore this proud city's fiscal health and responsibility, its discipline, by joining the GIC, saving some $96 million over 5 years, with the City Stat program, with the recycling and energy efficiency investments, with the investments in streets and parks, and the accumulation of nearly $90 million in reserves. This city is back on its feet, ladies and gentlemen, and she will stay on her feet. I know, just like you do, that challenges remain. But I also want you to know that your partnership with this governor and this administration is unchanged. We are still here for you. We still intend, through Bob Nunes and his team, through the mayor and his team, to remain active partners. The work to bring Liberty Mutual and their call center here, to establish the new data center for the state at Tech High, other investments, some of which we will announce today, and others yet to come, are about keeping that partnership alive, about showing you, not just talking about it, but showing you that we are as invested in the long-term success of this city as we ever were. But we also have a confidence in you to govern yourselves, to make decisions about maintaining your fiscal and governmental discipline, and that those are obligations that the people of Springfield, not just the bean counters, but the people of Springfield, will hold elected officials accountable for. And that is as it should be. This is a proud moment, but it is not the step off into the void that some think it is. We are still right here, And we will still extend our hand to you in friendship and partnership in every way that we can. And we will do that as equal measures of government. And I'm looking forward to that. Thank you so much for having me today, and congratulations.
I am tremendously excited that I've had an opportunity to serve with the governor. And as Chairman Gabrielli mentioned earlier, having served for 5 years as a mayor in the center of the state, I know how important it is that we have a governor and an administration that is committed to governing every region of the state. And I can tell you that day in and day out, we have a governor who understands that and wants to make sure that those limited but strategic resources at the state level are distributed in a way that assists all of the communities in this state, but in particular recognizes the role that cities like Springfield play in driving regional economies on a day-to-day basis. I believe that through the efforts collectively, the Control Board, the employees, the elected leadership at different levels, momentum is building here in Springfield along with the support of the state that will be an example of best practices and innovation, whether it be the single stream recycling, the Promise programs, which the governor mentioned, the 311 line that's been established that allows citizens to make one call into City Hall. These are incredibly important, but there's a lot more to do. And I want to assure you that we stand ready, enable our entire team, the governor, myself, Secretary Kerwin. We're going to do our part to make sure that this partnership and the momentum that so many of you have struggled and sacrificed to make happen comes to fruition in the goal of a growing, prospering Springfield.
When the state-imposed Financial Control Board was instituted in the city, it was in serious financial crisis, having a fiscal year 2005 $41 million deficit that had resulted in massive layoffs, streetlights being shut off, and other cuts to basic service. As the Control Board exits, I can confidently state that the city is in solid financial shape. I want to extend my appreciation to everyone that has served on a Financial Control Board and take a moment to acknowledge former Springfield Mayor Charles V. Ryan for his service and leadership during the early days of the board's existence. Thank you, city department heads and city employees, for your ongoing hard work and dedication to our city. It has not been an easy time for them with all the state budget cuts and resulting sacrifices that they've had to make. Additionally, I want to take a moment to thank the neighborhood residents and business leaders who have joined us today. Your ongoing commitment and belief in our city is what carried us through to where we are today. Thank you to the businesses who have hung in there through these tough economic times and for your belief in our city and its residents. It is an honor and privilege to serve as your mayor, and I look forward to helping the city accomplish great things now and in the future. Thank you so much.